This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Creating Heat wants to know who, in your opinion, had the best and most consistent and good-looking drop kick you'd ever seen.
Brad Armstrong.
I feel like that's always everybody's answer. Me and a buddy of mine were talking about that the other day, that I think what we were watching at the time, believe it or not, was Dynamite Kid and Tiger Mask from Madison Square Garden in like 82 or 83. Super spectacular match, way ahead of its time. And somebody pulled out a drop kick, and we both remarked, man, that was like a Brad Armstrong level one. And then I just got to thinking, when a guy has that much natural ability where almost all of his peers say, oh, he's one of the best we ever saw, what kept a guy like Brad Armstrong from just jumping in the car and driving up to MSG and just getting a shot in New York? Was he just content and raised in an era where, you know, your life was, you go wrestle and then you spend the next day at the beach. And if you're doing that, man, what more is there to ask for? Did Brad have any aspirations of trying to, quote unquote, make it in the big time? Or was he content with making a living in the wrestling business and having a good quality of life?
Yeah, I think that's right. And, you know, during the time that Brad was flourishing, we were still in the big man era.
Right.
You know, that I can't stress that enough. That was a one single thought process. How big is he? How tall is he? How's his body look? Brad looked great looking athlete, but he was 6 foot tall. And he was 225 pounds. In our business, that's a small guy. One thing I think that held Brad back more than anything, the Brad James, the guy in the back, the Brad Armstrong walking around the locker room, messing with everybody, goofing on everybody. If when that red light came on, he could have brought that to television, that character, that guy, and he would have had to had some help. He would have had to have the announcer cater to him. But if that guy could have ever been pulled out, Brad would have been a huge star, because that's all Brad did was walk around and crack jokes and mess with people in the locker room. I don't think he ever sat down.
Right.
But when you put him at that podium, you put a microphone in front of him, he almost became Bob Armstrong light, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
He sounded like his dad, you know, but he sounded like Brad trying to be his dad. And Bullet Bob was over. People believed him. They believed in him. When he cut a promo, you believed it. And he was a tough guy. So there was a credibility factor there that was dead on. And I think Brad, if he could have ever pulled that off and just been himself in front of that mic, God knows where he would have been. I can tell you, and we find ourselves talking about him all the time. Anybody that's ever worked 20 minutes with Brad Armstrong comes back through the curtain smiling, going, God almighty, I see what everybody's talking about. He was just that good.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.